Okay guys, let's get started. We have our meat. I have goat meat and wild blue crab from Mexico. So we're gonna go ahead to start cleaning our meat. I'm gonna really fast forward through this. Basically, I'm just removing all the things that we don't need, all the extra fats that we don't need from the goat and stuff like that. We're gonna go ahead and clean that out. And I'm fast forwarding through it because if not, guys, it's gonna be a long video. We're gonna also clean the crab. As you guys can see, it's all frozen, so I'm gonna put some hot water on it to unfreeze it, and I'm gonna go ahead and clean it. Even though those crabs are already like partially cleaned, but I like to remove some of the claws and stuff like that from the crabs. So yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing right now. If you guys don't know, I have my previous video, which I'm gonna show a link up here in this video. I have shown you guys how I previously cleaned my meat. If you guys want me to do like a more thorough video on how to properly clean your meat Haitian style, let me know. I'll be glad to do it for you. But for time purposes, I'm just fast forwarding to this video, so the video is not too long. So I can go ahead and tell you guys what I'm doing. I'm just cutting out all the lemons, and we're gonna clean it with lemon. I just put some salt on them, and now I'm cleaning them with lemon and salt. I also have sour orange, not the how do you call it, not the actual fruit because I couldn't find it, but I bought the bottles that have the sour oranges in it, and I clean. That's how I usually clean my meats, with lemons, sour oranges, and vinegars. Okay, so that's what I'm doing right now. I just put the vinegar and sour oranges and now the water, and we're just rinsing. Another thing that Haitian we do after we're done cleaning the meat, we boil some hot water, and we go ahead and put the meat in the hot water to basically kills all the germs and bacteria and stuff like that prior to us cooking it. I know some people are saying, oh, you're doing a double work, but we just want to make sure like everything is super clean and well cleaned. That's the only way I can put it. So I was doing that for the goat meat. Probably you guys can't see it, but I was just probably like putting the goat meat in the hot water and taking it out and putting it on the pot that I was gonna be cooking it in. And now we are gonna go ahead and rinse the crab and do the same thing. Put it in the hot water, just a few seconds. This is the famous spice that I like to make. If you guys don't know how to do it, check out my previous video. Okay, so this is after I remove the meat from the hot water. You pour the spice onto it and cover it, and it's gonna be ready to boil. Don't add any water or anything. This is the vegetables that we are going to need, and now we're gonna go ahead and clean them. That's how they look after I'm done cleaning everything. Okay, so after I let the meat boil for like at least like 15 to 20 minutes for it to get cooked before I started adding like all the vegetables and the how do you call it, yeah, before I started adding all the vegetables and stuff like that. So that's what happened when you cook, when you clean your meat and spice it up well, you're gonna have that beautiful sauce. And let me tell you guys, your house is gonna smell so good. So now I started to add all the vegetables. Those are watercress and spinach. I'm gonna add that first, and then I'm gonna let it boil for at least, you know, like 5 minutes. And I'm gonna also add the corn with it so they can start, you know, like cooking a little. The corn is coming. I'm kind of like way ahead because I'm recording over it. Yeah, so there you go. The corns. While we doing that, guys, when you done your meat, you know, what am I? Yeah, I can barely talk. When the meat is done cooking, you can taste it, make sure the water is, you know, to your liking. If not, you can add more Maggi, accent, or whatever. So that's after 5 minutes of the all the leaves boiled. So now I'm adding the vegetables. I have coyote, carrot, I have cucumbers. I have a lot of stuff in there, but they're like all veggies. Usually Haitian bouillon, we add more, you know, like plantains and potatoes, but I didn't want to add all those things in there. I just wanted to do more like a vegetable bouillon. That's the cucumbers. And I also add some sweet, the yellow sweet potatoes in there to give it some good taste. And guys, also you add water as you go, because with bouillon, of course, as you guys can see, the water is more. All right, now we're gonna go ahead and do the dumpling. I'm just gonna show you guys. I was holding the camera, so excuse me if you cannot see things really good, but that was my best options. I wanted you guys to actually see. Right here, that's salt, water. I put water and salt, and you just, you know, mix the flour. And by the way, buy the all-purpose flour, okay? The all-purpose flour is the one that you buy. You mix it together. You also need to add some oil, you know, in it to kind of make sure, you know, like everything sticks together. Look how that plate is moving. I'm so shocked it didn't even fall off. I was using one of my hand, guys. I'm gonna be fast forwarding through this, but the main process is, no, you need to have flours and, you know, water and salt and oil. That's basically how you do this thing. And then my hand is super clean, guys, so please do not worry about that. I had already washed my hands, so it's super clean. So you have to use your hand to create the paste. It's almost like you're making like a bread or something, okay? And then when you're done, you know, like putting it into like a dough or creating the dough, then little by little you're gonna take a piece of it and you're gonna, you know, like shape it and put it in the bouillon. And that's how it looks. Final looks. Final dough looks. And then little by little you take it apart little by little and put it in the bouillon. Okay. And now that's the bouillon. It started to get really good. And I had already added the dough. I don't know if you guys can see one of them, but I already had all the dough. Actually, I was making too much bouillon, so I had to put them in 2 different containers because it was too much. All right, and my bouillon is consuming. It's doing its thing. It's looking good. It's basically done, really. So that's the final look for how the bouillon is supposed to be looking. And I don't know if you guys can see the dough, but right here, that's one of the dumplings. And it is so good, guys, so good. And this is the final look. I have other people that I was giving bouillon to, that's why I have so many bowls. But yeah, that's the final look. Thanks for watching.